Hello, this is Nick from organizermains.com. If you saw my video from yesterday, you saw a game from a game jam going on that involves indie game developers and PewDiePie. This game jam is a little something where the top 10 games get played by PewDiePie on his YouTube channel, which is big since he has the most subscribers. These games are made in a span of 72 hours, which I've dabbled in game development myself, and I find this to be incredible. Also, they're free to play! I tried to go through the game list after making yesterday's video about the adventures of Stumpy, and was overwhelmed. That's where I want to give a shout out to the YouTube user named arrogant.gamer. This commenter said that Stumpy was one of their favorite. Long story short, I thought he was naming other game titles when he was actually just describing Stumpy. So I gave my thanks for the recommendations, making myself look like an idiot. Instead of calling me out, arrogant.gamer recommended some titles for me to check out, including his own game. So that's where we are today. I'm going to play through his recommendations, starting with Arrogant Gamer's game, Gunship Souls. It's a classic feeling space-type shooter where you use the WASD keys to move your ship, and your mouse to aim and shoot in the direction you want. This game is tough, and my first couple of tries were just me crashing into walls. Then I learned not to just hold down directional keys and go the speed of light into something. Then ships start firing at you, and I love this slow-mo effect in this game. When a bullet comes close to hitting your ship, the game slows down, like a life flashing before your eyes effect, where you have a small chance to compose yourself to dodge the bullet. Worth a checkout, and there are leaderboards if you have a GameJolt.com account, though you can be like me and download it right to your desktop. The next game recommended was Pew-Pew Invaders. Humans are after this alien species' brains, and you're not putting it up with it anymore. Destroy the humans! This is your classic shooting style game where your enemies can't drop below the bottom of the screen, or you lose a life. Very simple game to play, but I do want to point out the background in this game. It's quite detailed with ships dropping off more humans to attack, and it really puts you in the setting of, oh wow, these humans are serious about eating these aliens' brains. The last game is called Extreme Zen. There's a scene in the second Ace Ventura movie where someone is balancing on a pole. Ace shakes it to test him, and it's a good laugh. Well, this is like the video game version of someone balancing on a pole. Things come from the left or right, and you dodge them by pressing the A or D buttons. After a couple of dodges, the clouds get darker, and more stuff is flying at you. I find it interesting that you collect objects that hit you. It shows you in this screen what has hit you. By the looks of it, they have a lot of different objects that can hit you, like a condom, for example. Free and high scores are what these three games have in common. You can also play all three of them in your internet browser for easy access. When you're at your lunch break today, you should totally challenge Phil to any three of these games and humiliate him by beating his high scores in front of everyone. You know you deserve that promotion more than him. The links to get these games are in the description, and you should also check out yesterday's video if you haven't already about the adventures of Stumpy. Another free game a part of this game jam, and another shout out to Arrogant Gamer for recommending these games to me. This is Nick from organizermains.com. You're going down, Phil!